The Meal on the Floss by George Eliot. George Eliot was the pen name of Mary Ann Evans. She adopted a male pen name because women writers were not taken seriously in the 19th century. A brilliant, independent, and intellectual woman with deep sympathy for ordinary people. Her writing is known for realism, psychological insight, moral depth, and philosophical reflection. The Meal on the Floss is considered one of her most autobiographical works. Published in 1860, it is George Eliot's second novel after Adam Bede. The novel was well received and established her reputation as one of the greatest English novelists. Semi autobiographical in nature, draws from Eliot's own life experiences and relationship. Historical context is rural England was slowly changing due to industrial and commercial growth. Most people still lived in villages and worked in agriculture or small industries. Society was rigid, especially regarding class, respectability, and gender roles. Women had limited opportunities, expected to be obedient, gentle, and concerned only with domestic life. The novel reflects the conflict between traditional values and new social changes. The Meal on the Floss is partly based on George Eliot's own childhood. The relationship between Maggie and Tom Tulliver reflects Eliot's deep bond with her brother Isaac Evans. Many incidents, emotions, family tensions, and surroundings come from her personal memories. George Eliot once said, "Life as it really is, with both its beauty and sorrow, is the true subject of great literature." Setting is the fictional town of St. Ogg's, Dorlcote Mill on the River Floss in Lincolnshire, England. Dorlcote Mill is the heart of the story. The river Floss is a powerful symbol throughout the novel. The rural environment shapes the characters' lives, values, and struggle. लिटरेरी मूवमेंट्स एंड फीचर्स की बात करें तो साइकोलॉजिकल रियलिज्म है यहाँ फोकस ऑन इनर थॉट्स इमोशंस एंड मोरल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स डोमेस्टिक फिक्शंस डील विद एवरी लाइफ फैमिली रिलेशनशिप्स एंड सोशल इश्यूज omniscient narration. The narrator knows the thoughts, feelings, and motives of all characters. And philosophical commentary. Eliot often speaks directly to the reader and offers moral, social, and spiritual reflection. The river Floss symbolizes the flow of time, passion, and fate. The novel opens at Dorlcote Mill on the river Floss, a beautiful, peaceful, rural world full of fields, water, trees, and sounds of the mill. The Tulliver are mill owners, respected but proud. The river Floss is present from the beginning, a symbol of life flows. Mr. Edward Tulliver, proud, just, stubborn, deeply affectionate father, values honor and justice. Mrs. Bessie Tulliver, conventional domestic and cares about respectability and leaning. They have two children, Tom and Maggie Tulliver. The Tulliver family have two children, Tom and Maggie Tulliver. Maggie Tulliver is about 9 years old, dark haired, intelligent, curious, passionate, and full of energy. Loves nature, book, and her brother Tom more than anything. Often called unladylike because she runs, climbs, and is not obedient in a conventional way. Her father adores her. Her mother worries about her behavior. Tom Tulliver, the responsible brother, older than Maggie, good, practical, and serious, loves Maggie deeply but believes in discipline and duty. He wants education and to make his father proud. Later, he plays the role of a protector and guide for Maggie. The Dodson sisters, the aunts, are the also characters in this novel. Mrs. Jane Glegg, Mrs. Sophie Pillet, and Mrs. Suzanne Dean. They are proud of respectability, family reputation, and social position. Their visit brings both help and tension to the Tullivers. So these ladies are the aunts of Tulliver's family. Tom goes to school. Next, what happened? Mr. Tulliver sends Tom to school at St. Ogg's to Mr. Stalling, a strict and formal teacher. Tom leaves home and Maggie feels lonely. This marked the beginning of Tom's education and his future responsibility. Maggie visits Tom at school and meets Philip Wickham, son of a lawyer, Mr. Wickham. Philip is hunchback, but gentle, intelligent, and sensitive. They become close friends, united by book sympathy and imagination. Maggie does not see his deformity. She sees his mind and heart. Mr. Tulliver and his neighbor disagree about water rights on the river Floss. Mr. Tulliver and his neighbor, Mr. Wickham, the lawyer, disagree about water rights on the river Floss. It becomes a legal case. Pride, honor, and stubbornness makes the conflict deeper, and this feud will bring great sorrow to the. Next, what happened? Mr. Tulliver's long lawsuit against Mr. Wickham ends in defeat. Now, तो दोनों आपस में लड़ने लगे, लीगल प्रोसेस चला और जिसमें कि मिस्टर टोलिवर की हार हुई ना. He has to pay all the costs. The family suffer financial ruins. Pride and stubbornness brings disaster. Mr. Tulliver meets with a riding accident also, and he is seriously injured and remains ill. His health never fully recovers. The once proud man is now broken in body and spirit. To repay the debt, the mill is sold. Mr. Wickham buys it. ना उनका जो पड़ोसी था वकील, उसने उसे बाई कर लिया उस मिल को, टुलिवर के मिल को. Mr. Tulliver is kept on as manager under Wickham. A painful humiliation. The family respect in society falls. Tom leaves Mr. Stalling's school. Tom Tulliver leaves Mr. Stalling's school. He takes up the responsibility of working and earning. He wants to restore his family honor and lost position. His childhood ends and duty begins. The next character is Bob Jackin, a true friend. Bob Jackin, Tom's childhood friend, helps the Tulliver in practical ways. He becomes their support in business and in difficult times. Loyal, kind, and selfless character. Bob Jackin. Maggie returns home from her stay at Mrs. Stelling. ना वो अपने आंट के पास रहने गई थी, वहाँ से वो रिटर्न होके आई. She finds the family changed and burdened. She is still sensitive, observant, and sympathetic. She becomes deeply religious and reads Thomas A. Kempis' The Imitation of Christ. She enters a phase of self-denial, penance, and sacrifice. She tries to control her desire and emotions. Now, what's happened? Philip Wickham, the son of the lawyer, returns to the neighborhood. Now, फिर से वो आ गया. He is still gentle, intellectual, and sensitive. He and Maggie meet again. Childhood, बचपन की जो दोस्ती थी, फिर से मिलने लगे. Maggie and Philip meets secretly in the Red Deep's wood. They share books, ideas, and their innermost feeling. A deep bond of love and sympathy develops between them. Philip loves Maggie deeply. Maggie is drawn to him not only for his mind but for his soul. Their love is pure spiritual, and intellectual. Now, what happened when Tom discovers their secret meeting? He is angry and feels betrayed. He believes Philip is the cause of the family dishonor. Tom forces Maggie to promise that she will never meet Philip again. He insults Philip and warns him to stay away. He puts duty and family honor above Maggie's happiness. Maggie keeps her promise out of love for her brother. She sacrifices her heart for the sake of family loyalty, and this separation plants the seed of future tragedy. Now, what happens? Years pass. Tom works hard, becomes successful in business. He repays all the debts. Mr. Tulliver, proud and relieved, dies after an emotional confrontation with Mr. Wickham. Maggie goes to stay with her cousin Lucy Dane in St. Ogs. Lucy is kind, gentle, and innocent. Lucy is engaged to Stephen Guest. Stephen Guest is handsome, charming, musical, and wealthy. He is deeply in love with Lucy, but is irresistibly drawn toward Maggie. He and Maggie share growing attraction. Maggie loves Philip Wickham in heart and mind. Stephen loves Maggie in body and passion. Lucy loves Stephen with trust and innocence, and Maggie is torn between duty, love, and desire. Maggie and Stephen go for a boat ride on the river Floss. The beauty of nature, the solitude, and the flow of the river intensify their emotions. They drift far away and board a larger boat to Mudport. Stephen proposes elopement. He wants Maggie to leave everything behind and come with him. He promises love and a new life. Maggie refuses to elope. She cannot bring ruin on Lucy, hurt Philip, or dishonor Tom. She cannot bring ruin on Lucy, hurt Philip, uh, or dishonor Tom, his brother. She returns alone with a heavy heart. Her choice is morally right but emotionally devastating. Society condemns Maggie as a fallen woman. Her character is judged harshly. Rumors spread quickly in the town. Maggie faces isolation and shame. Tom, bound by family honor and rigid principles, rejects Maggie. He believes she has dishonored the family. Their relationships break down completely. Lucy forgives Maggie with a pure heart. Philip also forgives her and remains her true friend. Bob Jackin offers her kindness and shelter. Maggie lives with Bob Jackin, far from social judgment. Now, finally, in book 7, what happened? The book begins with a heavy rain causes the river Floss to flood. The river rises fiercely. Flood becomes a powerful symbol of life's uncontrollable forces. Maggie learns that Tom is at the meal in danger. Leaving her own fear behind, she takes a boat and rows through the dangerous flood to save him. Her love for Tom is selfless and absolute. Tom and Maggie meet in the boat. All past anger, pride, and misunderstanding melt away. They speak from their heart. Tom realizes Maggie's purity, sacrifice, and goodness. They are finally united in love and understanding. The boat hits floating debris. It capsizes in violent current. They struggle, but the river is too strong. Tom and Maggie, drawn together, embracing each other. In death, they find the peace that lies behind them. Their souls are united forever. Years later, Philip, Lucy, and Stephen visit the spot. They place flower on Tom and Maggie's grave. They remember them with love, respect, and sorrow. So major symbols यहाँ है the river flows, symbol of life's flow, time, emotions, and fate. The flood represents overwhelming force of nature and destiny. The meal symbolizes the Tulliver pride, hard work and downfall. Both represent life's journey, choice and risk. Red deeps wood, symbols of sacred meetings